I've been to Immersion 3 times, and it's just a time where you see God move in you and other people.
Immersion is just a place where you experience Jesus in so many ways.
It's like a week of serving other people and bringing the Spirit of Jesus to other people.
Immersion takes place all over the city of Fort Wayne.
A bunch of teenagers going throughout the city and serving.
It really just opened my eyes how Jesus works in those communities.
Some of my most favorite parts are when we come together and just when we see other people just lean into what God's doing in their lives.
These people are just like me, just like my family.
This year, the Plunge joined us. I was really impressed by the Plunge kids in my group because they were just ready to immerse themselves in the culture.
I did it last year and I did it this year. Both years were really moving, and I got to meet new people and inspire them to follow Christ. Some of them weren't Christians, and I think we made a really big impact on their life.
I felt encouraged because there was a lot of people who supported you.
And we put on our own SBC, and we had a skit for them, and we just sat down with them and had quiet time with them and just spoke to them about God.
I felt God there, and it was amazing because I felt moved and I was crying, and God spoke to me, and I want to become a missionary when I grow up because of that experience.
I just knew Jesus was there, and I could feel Jesus in that moment.
Josiah Ventures, a ministry in Eastern Europe.
Their mission, their vision is it's a movement of God among the youth that finds its home in the local church and transforms society.
They have several different people that have been trained, and they are dispersed evenly across the country, and basically they disciple youth in Eastern Europe.
So one of Josiah Ventures' ministries is Ketzi Camp, or English Camp, where an American team would come over and teach the kids English, but then also do ministry with them, just hang out with them and share about Christ with them.
I taught kids in Slovakia how to play American sports like football, and we taught them how to play frisbee and kickball.
I was really impressed that they didn't push God right into the kids' faces. They were just very relaxed about that and just were showing God through their actions.
They're doing all kinds of stuff to reach these young people in these neighborhoods, to bring transformation in their lives, transformation then ultimately in their communities and in all of Slovakia.
They brought the kids in through all of these Americanized activities, but really they also share the gospel.
Some of them knew English really well, so it was really easy to connect with them. Others, it was good to just smile and laugh with them.
They come in wanting to know more about American culture, and we give them that, but also we're able to teach them about the gospel through evening talks and discussion.
Oh yeah, I made some really good connections. Clara, she became my best friend because she related very much to my testimony that I had shared over there.
I was there for 6 months. I really felt like the Lord was saying, hey, I want you to go there and live there. And so that's what I'm pursuing right now.
One day we went on a hike in the mountains, and that was a beautiful opportunity for me to get really close with Clara. That was when we got very vulnerable with each other, and when she started asking more and more questions about God.
We lit the fire under these people to learn about Jesus. And after we left, the Slovak church plays a role in that they are the ones that keep up with the kids, and they're the ones who can pursue a personal relationship with them even after we leave.
Yeah, I would really hope to go back next year and bring more people from the youth group. I think Immersion prepared me really well for this.
I definitely want to go back next summer.
I've just been so excited to see how God's working and how He's moving in that organization and in the ministry there, and it's been incredible, really incredible.
I would say for anybody who has the opportunity to do this, take it, because you never know how God could work in your life.
We went to Guayama, Puerto Rico, and the main idea of the trip was to help rebuild a church that was severely damaged in the hurricane.
And we went to a church that had just lost everything.
You can see the hurt and you can see the pain in their eyes, and you don't get that from the news, and you don't get that from the newspapers.
One of the things I just had impressed on my heart was we got to do something. I had a personal connection there. I have family in Puerto Rico and Puerto Rican, and so I wanted to go and actually do something and help make a difference. And so as I prayed about it, the Lord began to open doors where we can send a team to Puerto Rico through world partners in the missionary church.
I prayed really hard that I would be asked to be on the team, and I ended up being asked. Just like, Lord, I feel your joy, I feel your excitement. I prayed about it, I've been asked. Make a way for me to get there financially, and he did.
Lord, who do you want on this trip? And so I gathered a team of skilled laborers.
The frustrations came when we didn't have the right tools and we didn't have the right materials. We would go to the hardware store maybe because we needed some 3-inch screws and they didn't have any. And you just had to make do because some of the materials they would get in and I think they would get sold out right away because people were starting to finally rebuild, although it's been almost a year.
We heard the stories, and the stories were heartbreaking. Pastor Lourdes, after the hurricane hit, she completely lost her home. A few months later, she lost her husband. This is on top of losing the church building. And so time and time again, and it seemed like she was losing things time and time again.
They are just so faithful and so full of praise, even though they've lost everything. And so that was just a testament to me and a lesson for me just to see them continuing to praise and continuing to worship.
I'm just so grateful for our church and the things that we're able to do, the people who just openly gave to us. Thank you for those of you who supported us, not only financially, but in prayer. That was a major thing. The Lord showed up in every possible way, and we are just so grateful to be able to go there and be the hands and feet of Jesus.